Welcome back to the Root to Rise series. Today's practice is the last element of the series, ether, which is in Sanskrit, Akasha. So enjoy your final practice of the Root to Rise. I hope that you truly feel rooted and able to rise up for the rest of your day, the rest of your journey. Namaste. Finding a comfortable seat, cross-legged Sukhasana. Allow yourself to settle into this space. Relax the shoulders. Soften the heart down, but still having length in the spine. Ether is space, Akasha. The space that holds all of the other elements, Prithvi, earth, Apas, Agni, Vayu. And for me, it's like the universe is saying, here is all this space full of opportunity. And now, what are you going to do with it? What is your intention within this space, and how are you going to act and behave within it? Space itself is empty, but here you are in this space, living your life. So coming into a meditation, just allow your eyes to close if they're not already. Relax your jaw, bringing that awareness into the body, prana vayu. And start to notice that space within the body, that space that is you, versus the space that is not you. That space around the body. Notice the breath that goes in your space and out. Breath in, breath out again and again. And notice how when you feel that breath draw into the body, you really notice this moment, this life. When something happens in our life, it can seem so big to us. And experience something really great or something really bad, something awful that has happened, and to us it just seems so massive. It consumes the body, it consumes the mind. But when we remember space, Akasha, we can remember that what is beyond us is so much bigger than our eyes could ever see, and so much bigger than what we could ever know. So when we approach these bumps in the road, we can remember that there are moments beyond this bump, and that our daily dramas are truly so small. When we connect with our deeper intentions, we can connect to something that goes way beyond these small moments to moments. searching for that deep intention could take lifetimes, years, months, days, and days. Why are we here? What is it that we're doing? What are we choosing to do moment to moment, day to day? I don't have the answers to these questions, but what I can tell you is that each time that you go inward, each time that you close your eyes and find this quiet space within, you may come a sliver closer to the answer of what is my deep intention. How am I living in this space, this opportunity of Akasha? Begin to deepen the breath. Feel the heart become really expansive with every inhale. Breathing into this vessel and allowing the breath to slowly leave it each time. Sitting up nice and tall. On your next exhale, just allow your head to turn to the left, looking over the shoulder. Soften the shoulders. The belly is soft. Bring your head to center, inhale. And exhale, look on over to the right. Inhale that head to center. Now tilt your head to the side this time, right over to the left. Left ear, left shoulder. Head center, inhale. And over right, exhale. Roll your head up to center and let's circle the head. Roll it all the way around. Keep going in these circles if there's any pain, skipping over that space. And circle the other way. Roll your head back up to center. Uncross the legs, bring the feet in front of you, and allow your knees to fall over to your left. With that right leg, slide it on back just a little bit, not too far, and the sole of that left foot connected just above your right knee. Now turn your belly button over towards the left knee. Reach the heart forward like it's diving over the knee. Bring those arms down. You can choose to have your forearms down. Maybe you want to have the arms really wide, grounding into the palms and folding in. However you'd like to be. Your baby pigeon. Lengthening the spine. Connecting to your breath and just noticing what it's like to sit, to be in this space. begin to roll yourself back up to seated. Step your right leg in front of the hip and cross that left leg over. If this is a lot, you can always extend the right leg a little bit further, okay, or it's hugging in nice and close. Take your hands back behind, pressing into the fingertips and reaching the heart closer to the ankle, to the shin. You can stay right here, or taking the hand to that left foot and circling, rolling out the ankle. Around and around. And circle the other way. And uncross that leg. Take your hands to the foot, going up and down. Circle around the ankle. Up and down the shin, the calf. You're noticing the outside of this space that you call you. The border. Come to the knee, circle. And tap. The thigh, the hamstring, up and down, all around. Noticing this border, the physical border of space in body and around. And go to the hip. Let's circle it all about. Then take that left leg, go back behind. Connecting the sole of foot above the left knee. Turning towards the right knee, belly button knee. Diving the heart forward and over, arms down, arms wide, however, baby pigeon. Lengthen the spine, settle in, closing the eyes, and connecting to the breath. Roll yourself back up to seated, this time stepping that left foot in front, crossing the right leg over. Take your fingers back behind, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back, and press the heart towards the ankle, towards the shin. And maybe you'd like to stay right here. Let's circle, twirl the ankle around. And roll it the other way. Uncross the leg, the foot up and down. Circling at the ankle. And let's go up and down to the shin, to the calf. Circling at the knee, around and around. And let's tap. The thigh, the hamstring. And circle your hip. Taking your feet wide up to your malasana, prop yourself up just momentarily and forward fold, fold in, turn the toes forward. Your feet can be a little bit wider if you'd like. And hanging out here in your wide forward fold. You can keep your hands in front, option to take your hands to opposite elbows. And hang out here or Feel free to sway side to side. It's like you are creating this space in the low back as you hang heavy, completely letting go. Now coming back to center. Heel toe those feet all the way in your forward fold. Press into the toes. Inhale for a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale, stepping your left foot to the back of your mat. All right, in that low lunge, have your right knee over the ankle. You're on those fingertips. Let's untuck the back toes. Lengthen the spine. If you rather have the back toes tucked, absolutely do that instead, up to you. So you're growing through the spine, lengthening the heart, pulling the shoulders back. You can choose to stay right here, step those hands above the right knee. Don't press down on the knee, go one step back behind. Rolling those shoulders back, it's like you're reaching up through the crown of the head. And this space in the low belly, those low hips, it's like you're lifting to create more space right there. And bringing the hands back down. Exhale to half split monkey, Ardha Hanuman. Reaching the toes up to sky. Pressing down into the heel. You're reaching back with the sits bones, lengthening the spine. You can choose to stay right here. Or if you'd like to take a side bend over to the right of that foot, feel free to do that as well. Making any adjustments. If your left knee isn't under the hip, you could always take that step back. If you are twisted, bring it back to center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bow in. Still pressing down with that right heel. Reaching back with that right sits bone, length through the spine. And here we go. Let's inhale to reach it forward. Lift that left knee up. Forward fold. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, this time step the right foot to the back of your mat. Lower the right knee down. Maybe you untuck those back toes. Spider fingers, you're reaching up, 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 and maybe you're staying right here, or rise on up, hands above, back behind that left knee. Press down into the hands like you're rooting to rise. Yeah, pull the shoulders back. Taking these couple of breaths here. Pressing into the toes, the back toes, whether they are tucked or untucked. And bringing those hands back down. Exhale to our Hanumanasana, our Hanuman pose, lifting the left toes up, 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 pressing down into the heel. Begin to reach back with that left sits bone. Belly and lengthening the spine. An absolutely wonderful hamstring, back of leg stretch. You can stay right here, totally up to you. Or if you want to take that side bend over the leg, you can give that a try. Bring it back to center. You inhale to lengthen. And exhale to bow in. Come on forward, inhale to your low lunge. Tuck back toes, lift the right knee. Plant your palms down, step back, exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Begin to bend one knee at a time as you reach the heels towards the earth. Noticing, feeling the breath. Pressing both heels down, inhale to float your right leg up to sky, three-legged dog. Let's open the hip, bend the knee. And taking your right knee to your right wrist as you exhale, set yourself up to your pigeon pose. Your shin goes diagonal across the mat. Lower in with that left knee, it goes down. If you're feeling really tight here, if your body is saying no, 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 take a roll to your right, scoop the knee back in, come into that baby pigeon pose we were practicing earlier, okay? Or if it's okay for you, settle in, wiggle, wiggle, pull the shoulders back, and then round yourself all the way down. Okay, if you do have a blanket nearby, a block, feel free to pause the video, go and grab one, right? You can always tuck it under that right glute if that helps. Lengthening through the left leg, through the crown of head. And just see if wherever you are, you can find this silence for the body. Meaning to say some stillness, some focus on the breath instead of the day-to-day dramas. And rolling yourself back up, grounding down into the palms. You can find your own another way, or tuck the back toes, come onto your plank, and downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg up to sky, inhale, let's open up the hip, a big hip opener, bend the knee. And bringing that knee to your left wrist. Exhale, set yourself up for your pigeon on your other side. Remember those options. This side, it could be so different from the other side. Lean to your left, slide the right knee in, roll on over. Or if you're in that pigeon, you are squaring those hips, meaning the hip bones are pointing forward up here. Lifting, lengthening. And exhale, let's round ourselves down. Forward fold. Breathing into the hip, into the entire body, those deep breaths in, and those slow, calm exhales out. Planting those palms back down. Draw yourself up, belly in, finding your way to that plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come high on the toes. And no rush if you're not here yet. When you're ready, you can lift those heels up. And exhale to press them down. Up and down, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go one more time, tippy toes, heels press. Come high on toes, inhale, roll yourself forward. Bend your knees, place them down, pause. Let's go back, take the hands back, making sure the toes are tucked. And then rolling yourself all the way up. So you are, yes, sitting on, pressing back on those tucked toes. You shuffle in a little bit. If this is feeling right away, the big no screaming from your body, and go ahead, just lean forward. You can have your hands down and control how much pressure is on the toes. If you have toe problems, maybe a no. But if you do not, you're rising on up. We're taking a moment to pause here, relax the shoulders. Now this is a really good example in our asana, our poses that we do. They're just shapes, I know. The drama and the sensation of the toes, they are consuming the body. And in this moment, it is truly filling up our life. We are like, wow, my toes, my feet, the sensation is taking over. But with Akasha, we know that this space right here has a lot going on. But this space right here, nothing at all. And the space that we're in now that is so consumed by this very tiny drama, it's not forever. It is just for this moment, maybe a few more moments. But we know that in Akasha, there's this ultimate space. And if we dissolve the boundary of this space that is me and this space that is not me, then the dramas can also slowly begin to dissolve as well. There are moments beyond this one. We don't know that, but if we stick around, we will find out. And the moments, they're not always drama. Sometimes they are. But if we let that boundary slide, we exhale, we let it go, we know that there is something out there so much bigger, so much deeper than this momentarily drama. We can continue to move on again and again in our day, move on. Okay, I've had enough of the toes, probably you too. Untuck, let's tap them out, tap, tap, tap. And sitting back on those heels with the toes untucked. Now you can choose to stay right here. This could be a lot to sit on those ankles, front of ankle stretch, or you can take your hands back behind. Begin to lift those knees up off your mat. Now only if this is okay for you. It's different for everybody. Again, listen to what the body is saying. No, not in this space, not in this body. Or sure, go ahead, keep lifting. Now slowly bring those knees back down. Stay as you are. Taking your hands clasped behind you, back behind the back. Roll the shoulders back. Begin to roll down forward. And if it's a lot to hold the hands, just hold the side of your thighs. Bring it down. Forehead connects down to your mat. Roll onto the crown of the head and maybe lift those hips up and hands pull away from your back. Try not to twist and turn the head, protecting the neck, keeping it straight as is. This is our rabbit pose. Allow your eyes to close. And that crown of head, Sahasrara, the crown chakra, is connected to the earth that's rooted down so that we can rise. Taking those deep inhales and soft and slow exhales. In your inversion, head below the heart. Connecting this space that is you, this crown, to the earth, to this moment. Release your hands, bring them down. Reach them forward and press back to your child's pose, Balasana. Allow the shoulders to soften, the body to lay heavy on the legs. Walk your hands in as you roll yourself up to seated. Bring the legs around so they're in front of you. Wherever you are, if you need to scoot yourself forward, go ahead, do that. And then just roll yourself onto your back. Come on down and hug those knees in. Give the legs a hug around or under the legs, taking that moment to pause. And you could stay in this stillness or feel free to rock it on out, going side to side. Coming to center, extend your legs up to the sky, flexing and pointing the feet. Your hands just wherever, no specific place. Crossing your right leg over left to bend your knees. Inhale, open your arms in cactus, heart open, 90-degree angles with the arms. Exhale, allow the legs to fall to your left and taking the gaze to your right. Supine spinal twist. Allow the belly to soften, the shoulders, the legs to soften. Bring your head to center, inhale. And exhale, roll the knees in. Uncross the legs, left leg crosses over, knees up towards the heart. On your next exhale, allow the legs to roll to the right and take your gaze to your left, closing those eyes. Noticing the breath. Notice how it could be subtle, or how it could be really consuming of the body. Inhale, the head back to center. Exhale, knees in. Uncross the legs. Take your arms around the legs one more time. Lift those shoulders. Give the body a squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And open mouth, exhale. As you let go, feet down to your mat. Set yourself up for your final Shavasana. You can choose to keep the knees bent or go ahead, extend the legs long down your mat. Reaching the heels long. Maybe guiding the shoulders down away from the ears. Set yourself up however you would like. And once you have found that quiet, still space for the body, just allow your eyes to close. beginning to notice the space within the body. And when the breath comes in, almost as if there is more space, that is you. And as the exhales roll out, a little bit less space, that is you. The space within the body, and the space that is right beside you that could have been you, but it's just on the other side. Noticing that boundary and recognizing that the space that you call you is truly very little compared to Akasha, all the space, all of the opportunity, all of the universe. So that when something happens and you are upset, angry, anxious, frustrated, you can remember Akasha in that this daily drama is just that, a little tiny drama in your little space, and that there is so much more beyond the drama. And that if you look past the boundary of you from what is not you, allow that to dissolve, you can connect to this intention that is so much deeper. Recognizing that we are all connected in this space, that there's not so much difference between the space within you and the space that is right beside you. The difference being the daily dramas, the momentary dramas that show up in the body again and again. And with every exhale, continue to allow the boundaries to dissolve. They can be there if you need them, when you need them. But for now, allowing them to dissolve so that you can just be in your light, in your true intentions in this space. The toes, the fingers. Rock the head side to side. And just roll to either side of your mat. Take a moment to lay. That moment to pause and check in with the body. Once you are ready, coming on up to seated Sukhasana. When you're here, you can have a soft gaze or close the eyes once again. So we started with earth, a really dense, grounding element. True to our nature, true to ourselves. We rooted completely down and we slowly brought ourselves up through the waves of the water, the gusts of the wind, the air, through the fire, right beside the flame. We showed up for ourselves. And we guided our emotions through the breath. We didn't let the wind throw us around, losing control. We found that space, that center, the stability within the air. And here we are, rooted, we rose in this space, full of opportunity, full of intention. The universe said, here you go. What are you going to do with this space? How are you going to interact and connect with all of these elements day to day, moment to moment? Through all of these reminders, the simplest one is root to rise. When something happens in our life, whoa, you step back. What do? You root. You ground yourself down. You go with the flow, wave the water, you show up beside the flame. You find your stability instead of being thrown around with the wind. And you connect to your deep intention. You realize that what is out there is so much bigger than this momentary drama. And that from that rooted place, you can rise up to find your most absolute, truest, best self, whatever that looks like, different every day. Just really being true to your intention. So, namaste. Om, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, ongoing, continuous. Namaste. Thank you.